Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. As we went to break, we had just got finished crowning a new FSCW Women's Champion. Now let's see who we can get to our next main event, which is our #1 Contenders Tournament. The winner of this tournament will face Eddie Bagwell in a match of his choice at the conclusion directly after this tournament. And according to Eddie, it is a first blood match. So let's get it going. Randomly selecting as soon as I find certain things above. There it is. Go to the first seat. It's going to be Drake. And it's going to be Drake Avery versus the Apostle. And apparently there is a misfall, because according to the picture, it doesn't make sense. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. And don't mind the background noise, but yes, we are aware of critical arm damage. Huzzah! But this tournament is a first to a finisher match. And there's the Apostle. And no, that is not. He must be having wardrobe, because that is not Tim Story. He was sent down to FTW, so. And against a very interesting opponent, being Drake Avery. Not in his normal regalia either, so all kinds of someone just complained to the fact that all their clothes are being stolen, so we'll have to get to the bottom of that, because there's a lot of people that are not having the right outfits on. Who or know why, but we'll get to the bottom of that. But here we go. First follow finisher, ladies and gentlemen. The Apostle opens up the drop kick right to the face. Drake goes to the waist lock, standing switch. Throws the Apostle into the corner. Back spring elbow, misses. And the Apostle goes to the wrist lock. Gets countered into a headlock. The Apostle counters that into a wrist lock, back into the elbow to the throat.
18 languages in over 110 countries.
Drake goes to headlock. The Apostle counters the wrist lock.
And you can see the
straight elbow to the throat.
into the second round of this tournament. We do so battered and beaten. I have a strong feeling that these guys will throw caution to the wind and just go.
As Drake drops the Apostle, and as it goes for that kick right to the head, misses. Drake snapmare takedown. Avery goes to the wrist lock. The Apostle counters to the headlock. Big Harana. Big kick to the midsection. Elbow to the face of Drake. Apostle right there, counters that. Goes into a headlock.
So unpredictable.
Big flipping senton. The Apostle gets back to the wrist lock. The Apostle counters to the wrist lock. Elbow to the throat. Body scissors elbow to the face. And remember, ladies and gentlemen, it's the first person to a finisher. As Drake goes to the headlock, the Apostle counters a headlock of his own. Sit out neck breaker. And the Apostle is taking it outside. Right to the announce table. The Apostle sends Drake careening into there. Drop kick to the back. To a 3 count. The Apostle throws him back into the ring. 5. And they're both back in. The Apostle picks up Avery. Dumps Avery over the top rope. Kicks him right off the apron. Stomps on him, but into a tilt-a-whirl head scissors. Away from anything damaging. Then those side kicks are just brutal. Avery tries sending him into the barricade, doesn't work. The Apostle goes to the waist lock, counters to the headlock. Gonna try and drag him to the announce table. Drake's gonna fight out of it. He's gonna try it again. They both jump back into the ring. Avery gets to the waist lock. It's a backside suplex. Kicks to the midsection once again. Those wicked kicks of Drake. There's 3. Goes for the big clothesline, but countered. Hip toss. Oh, that explains it. Yeah, they're also telling me that they're actually dressed in other people's gear because it's Halloween. So they're all dressing as people who you think they actually are, but they're not. They're in costume like Drake's in his original. Sledgehammer's vertical suplex coming? Yeah. It's the driver. Drake. Spinning leg drop. Followed by the Apostle goes to the wrist lock. Drops the elbow to the throat. Drake sleeps the legs out. Apostle kicks Drake away. Drake is thrown into the corner, followed by big elbow to the face. Picks up. Goes for a vertical suplex, but Drake counters it to a wrist lock. The Apostle counters it to a waist lock. And wrestling takedown. The Apostle trying to bang him. He's going to go for the pinfall. But no pinfalls here. Here's the cover. 1. Drake's going to kick out at 1. Float over DDT. Drake's been busted open. Big missile drop kick. Drake going for the submission hold, but he hits the rope leg. Goes to the headlock, gets countered, head scissors, drops the elbow, drops another one. The Apostle all over Drake right now. Drake, German suplex pin, bridges out. Drake counter, kicks the midsection, sends him reeling, and they run into each other. Float over DDT. The Apostle, oh dear God, Shawn Michaels spot. Okay. Drake moves on. After knocking out the Apostle, I think the Apostle just died. Drake moves on. What the fuck happened there? We're going to come back to that, ladies and gentlemen, because we don't actually know what the fuck just happened. Well, we know Drake has moved on because the Apostle is unconscious. Our next matchup is going to be Kirk versus 13. Okay, that's been fixed. We're double checking that. Yes, we are officially a first performed finisher to win, so. Technically, that was a finisher move of Drake, so that does count. Took me a second to go through his move places. But yeah, our next matchup is going to be Kirk Ashanti versus 13. Yeah, because Drake's finishers are the Blitz Landing and the Lonton. Which that was. So we go on to our next match of the tournament. It's going to be very interesting how Drake bounces back because he's already bleeding, so if he was in that championship match, it would already have been over. But I digress. As Kurt going into his original regalia for Halloween. Kurt makes his entrance in that way. And 13 makes his entrance. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Kirk opens up with a head scissors takedown right out the gate. But by the way, this is going to be a high-flying match from these two. It'll be Rana City. Kurt goes to wrist lock. Throws 13 in the corner. Big shoulder. 13 counters. Needs the midsection. Big shoulder thrust. Kurt goes to headlock. 13 counters to wrist lock. Step over STO. Drops the elbow. Kurt goes to a walk up, kick in the face, but 13 blocks it. Kick to Smith, goes to headlock. Kurt counters to a waist lock.
These superstars can afford to give their opponent the upper hand.
13 hip toss. Face buster. 13 trying to work that face. Set up for the unlucky 13, but a little far ways from there. Beautiful arm takeover. Dropping both knees right into that arm. 13's going to fight out of it, get punched in the midsection. Goes to the wrist lock. 13 pull back. Clothesline. 13 pulls up. Goes another punch. Kirk counters it. Goes for the octopus stretch. But 13's going to counter it and drops Kirk right on his sidewalk slam. 13 to pull back. Kirk counters, kick to the midsection. Goes for another Harana. Kirk goes to the headlock. Another head scissors. Kirk goes back to the wrist lock. Goes to the headlock. Goes to the Fujiwara armbar. Goes for that flipping leg drop. And those, we've seen Kirk destroy hamstrings and thighs with those kicks. Kicks to the midsection and beautiful. That was different. Kicks him in the face and Rico's like, okay, Kirk's gonna poke him in the eye. Really? That's pretty shitty. Kirk goes to the waist lock. Russian leg sweep. Kirk, work that arm. Kirk's going to just take a potty part and try and destroy it. But 13's going to counter out with a clothesline. Stomps on him. Kicks to the midsection. They lock up in the center. They stalemate. Kirk goes to the wrist lock. Float over, neck breaker. Standing moonsault. Beautiful acrobatism of Kirk right there. Step up in Saguri. Kirk's calling for the end. Is Kirk gonna hit it? 13's gonna duck under it. Drop kick Kirk to the back. Trying to avoid the flipping powerbomb. But Kirk's gonna poke the eye once again. 13's blind. He'll spin around and hit him right in the face. Kirk kicks to the midsection, goes to the headlock. Harana. Flipping leg drop. Flips him over. Drops the elbow. Kirk, that knee DDT. Kirk, beautiful head scissors arm drag. Standing moonsault. 13's going to push him away once again so he can't pull the trigger. 13's going to follow him outside. 13 going to throw him back inside. Drops the elbow. Kirk's going to catch him. Harana. Frankensteiner. 13 sweeps the legs out. 13's calling for the unlucky 13. There it is! Steals his finisher! 13 steals Kirk's finisher! 13 wins! What a move thief! The fans don't like it, but who cares? That was pretty. What a move, stealing his opponent's finisher. That takes balls, but it works. As our brackets reload, next up is going to be Aiden Foster versus Marsh. Here we go. Aiden gets his chance to go try and do better, which is very interesting. Because if Aiden might go all the way, he's going to have to face his tag team partner and our current FSCW champion. Interesting how to see how that goes. Aiden Foster. Has gotten that taste for gold. So he wants it badly, so. But he's got a tall order to go through. The unpredictable Marshall. Marsh, we saw a couple weeks ago, he had a hell of a cell match. We'll see how this goes, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. The next matchup. Aiden Marsh, here we go. Two behemoths. Marsh opens up big right hand, goes to the headlock. Marsh throws Aiden right into the corner. Big shoulder block, Aiden sidesteps it. Big boot, Marsh rolls out of the way, but doesn't catch the second one to the midsection. Aiden picks up Marsh. Aiden, what the actual hell is he doing? A Spanish fly off the top? What the fuck? That's unfucking heard of. Marsh should be broken in half right now, and it's only 30 seconds into the match. Aiden throws Marshall into the corner. Pull back clothesline. Goes to the headlock. Aiden. Marsh is going pillar to post. But Marsh is going to get that one. Send Aiden into the corner. Big shoulder block. Pull back clothesline of his own. Marsh drops the elbow, nobody home.